Hey everybody, we've been talking a lot about braces and Invisalign, everything related to straight teeth and beautiful bites. Recently on the channel we had somebody by the name of Stowed Stuff Vlogs. I think I said that right. A lot of fun, check them out. I went ahead and looked them up and they've got lots of videos about kids going through braces and doing all sorts of other fun things. I wanted the chance to watch the video and share with you some things that I see from an orthodontic perspective. Time for some PFOing so you know where you're going.
It's braces day! Stop! You smell weird.
There are some people that are so excited for braces, and once they get into the braces, they're like, oh my gosh. Because it's just so new. But I love the excitement from Mom here.
This is a big day because her teeth will never be like this. Okay?
So when you look in Emily's mouth, you can see she's got a few things going on. One, she's got her front permanent teeth coming in. Usually when that happens, when the front permanent teeth come in, your teeth tend to crowd up. Unless you just have really big bones and a lot of space, the permanent teeth in the front are bigger than the baby teeth that they replace. In order to get into the smaller bones, those permanent teeth have to kind of twist up and get into position, so you get crowded. So it's not crazy. You can also see, this is kind of cool, right up in the top corner here, looks like one of her permanent canines has popped out to the front. She definitely has some crowding, some work to be done, but that's why you go to the orthodontist.
They're so bad.
So bad.
But this is...
Yes, it's crowded, but when we develop those arches, we make the teeth really straight, she's gonna love it.
Going to the place.
Going to the place.
Orthodontist.
An orthodontist is somebody different than a general dentist. An orthodontist has to go to the same school that a general dentist does. You do 4 years, and then on top of that, the orthodontist will go to 2 to 3 years of specialty training, specifically to get your teeth straight. Sometimes general dentists will do orthodontic treatment, but just know that a general dentist does not have the same training that an orthodontic specialist does.
This is it. We're fixing them. This is it. It's amazing.
It's gonna take a while.
2 years.
2 years.
2 years. I think it's pretty close to accurate, standard. If you want a really good job done, especially if you've got a lot of work to do, 2 years is not crazy. 2 to 3 years even. It can be less than that, but it's so complex, so complicated, it's hard to say if you're gonna be much faster. So that's why a lot of orthodontists will say, hey, about 2 years.
What's with the blue light? What does the blue light do? Make
I
it
don't
stick
know.
onto your teeth?
Blue lights are usually those things the dentist or the orthodontist, in this case, will put on the glue that's attached to the braces to make the glue hard. It sticks to the tooth. So you gotta have the light, gotta have the blue light.
Wow, overcrowding. Crazy. Beautiful girl though. Look at those teeth
Yes,
we're fixing
yes.
today.
People are beautiful people, even before braces. Braces and Invisalign enhance things that are already really good. You shouldn't think that, you're ugly or anything like that. You are wonderful, beautiful people. They're taking those metal rings and they're putting them on the back, right? So you use that bite stick. Yep, see, right? That little silver thing in the back. That's how you get it seated properly.
Yeah,
That must feel weird.
It was not
This is like a bracket pad, and you put all the braces on there. Everybody's can look a little bit different, but those are the braces that they're going to use for the teeth today.
This is called a bite block, and if you open for me, I'm going to slide it onto your molar.
Bite block. Not everybody uses a bite block. Some of the cheek holders, they actually have kind of like a bite block in them. They don't always have a bite block. Bite block can just help you keep your mouth open. So in this case, they're putting on just a few brackets today, and that's okay. Depending on your orthodontic plan, you may be putting on like a ton or just the top or sometimes just the bottom. It just depends. It's really hard to work with very small things. I feel like a clockmaker might understand what it's like to be an orthodontist. You're just like,
big of a deal, is it?
you're getting more of the brackets on. Look, they're going on the top. It's so exciting. There's the light. The light.
The braces are on.
That's so weird.
Good job, Emily. Yes. Weird is the best way to describe it. Do braces hurt? Not really. It just feels weird when you get them on, and then your lips have to get used to them, so that's what we hear very commonly. Now the assistant is getting in to put the wires in.
It's very fine.
Usually, especially if you're really crowded, you gotta have a wire that's gonna like bend and get into the teeth so they can twist them out, all right? And then over time, you get bigger wires. You can see on the front of this bracket, it's probably a more traditional bracket. It doesn't have one of those clip brackets that comes over the top of the wire, so you're definitely gonna need colors in this case. Depending on your orthodontist and your provider, you may or may not have the brackets that need the colors, but you can still put colors on.
Carlos, juice.
Is it like rubber band or is it plastic?
It's rubber.
Goes around those little bracket wings, kind of grabs on. If that color came off in this case, you might want to let your orthodontist know because that wire is gonna pop out on that bracket.
What do you think?
It looks weird.
You'll get used to it.
You will get used to
I
it.
think you look beautiful, and it doesn't even look that drastically different.
As Dr. Cresco had mentioned, you want to brush at least 3 times a day.
Whoa, 3 times a day. Listen, 3 times a day might be really tough, but not a bad recommendation. The more you brush, probably more likely you are to keep your teeth clean, and that's really important if you want to avoid cavities. But if you're doing a good job rinsing out your mouth with water during the day, some people, don't like my grandpa. He used to carry a fork around for like wedding receptions so he could just, grab food and pop it in his mouth. But not very many people carry around toothbrushes in their, I guess you could do it in your backpack or somewhere else or in their pockets. Sometimes it's just inconvenient and impractical, but not a bad idea. The main take-home message is that once you get the braces on, you definitely have to take care of your teeth. If you don't, you're gonna end up with cavities and it's gonna be rough.
1 piece of the floss. I'm going to take this threader and pull it right out.
They got a little floss thread, something like a needle, and it went under there with the floss, and now it's underneath the wire, and that's how you can pop it in between the teeth. That can be really time consuming. Not a bad way to do it. A lot of people do it that way, or some people don't do it. You could consider investing in like a water pick. That can be maybe a little bit more convenient. Flossing the traditional way like this can be just as effective. You just have to spend the time doing it.
Taking some ibuprofen for a couple days, softer diet, and then hang on in there. Keep yourself.
Oh, ibuprofen and softer diet. That's a good one. That's a good one because your teeth are gonna be sore. Again, braces don't hurt necessarily. The teeth moving, that's what makes your mouth sore. So whenever you get your mouth, wires tightened or you get new trays for Invisalign, your teeth are gonna feel sore. And so you can consider taking over-the-counter medications with permission from your parents, right? Tylenol, ibuprofen, a softer diet, soups. Some people go with the treats like ice cream. Remember, watch out for cavities.
What do you say, Emily?
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yes, thank you. She really did do a great job. I thought the orthodontist did awesome. The orthodontic assistant, very helpful in explaining things. If you have questions, ask your orthodontic assistant. If you're concerned or nervous, try to relax. Find somebody you feel comfortable going to. The braces experience can be great. If things come up, broken brackets, poking wires, you just, again, communicate. It is a journey. Don't get me wrong. I'm so grateful for the Stowed Stuff family and Emily for letting me use this video to talk about the orthodontic journey that they were starting. This is back in the day. They're all done now. It's awesome. Hopefully this video helped. Come see me in Anna or McKinney, Texas if you have questions about braces or Invisalign. That's all I've got. Just a little PFOing so you know where you're going. Packard out.